So fully healthy, it seems like, you've battled some injuries since you've been here. How does it feel just kind of be healthy as camp?
It feels amazing, really. I've been waiting for this time for the past, really, 4 years. For the past 4 years, I've been dealing with shoulder surgeries and injuries since high school, and to be out there and using both of my arms, just amazing.
So spring, I know you battled there. When did you feel like you were fully healthy?
To the early parts of the summer,
Okay.
like early in the summertime, yeah, definitely. When Pat Richards came in and he changed the whole physical therapy regimen for me and taught me different things to do with my shoulder outside of football, and outside of the facility and inside of the facility. He has me working all day, and I feel like the buy-in of the whole staff and the whole team with the new physical therapy program has been amazing, and it helped me a lot.
So you can play multiple spots. I think they were saying the other day, obviously outside corner, nickel, maybe even a little safety if they needed you. Where do you feel like you're getting your most reps right now?
I feel like I'm playing a balance between both with nickel and corner, but I'm real confident in what I've been doing at both spots, and I'm real comfortable at both of them.
Okay. The versatility of this defense, specifically the back seven, maybe even going a step further, the secondary. Do you feel like it's the most versatile, maybe the most unique in terms of guys being able to play different positions since you've been here?
Yeah, I definitely do. I see we got T-Bone, he's played some nickel also. He's at free safety. RJ, he's played some nickel, he's at strong safety. Makuba plays some nickel, plays some corner too, he's at strong safety. Then we got me, I can play strong safety in high school. I played nickel my freshman year here, played a little bit of corner last year with some nickel, and balancing between both of them now with corner and nickel. I feel like that's the most versatility I've seen with any secondary in the country. So,
what does that versatility give you in terms of maybe a leg up on certain things you want to do as a defense?
I feel like it really gives us a great leg up. If one man goes down, we always know we have another guy that can go in and produce also at that spot. And really no drop off. We're really competitive in that back seven. And we push each other real hard. It's like a real tight brotherhood, a lot of love between us. And we push each other every day, and we know what we can do.
But scheme-wise, I guess, speaking specifically to that, whether it's down in distance or specific to the opponent, how do you feel like guys being able to play different positions can let you get, I guess, the best 11 on the field based on what I just talked about?
I feel like it's all really with the wants of Coach West Goodwin based on the tendencies of certain offenses and the skill set of each guy that can do different things. He might want one guy in there that got a bigger body at nickel based on different things that guys do on their offense, and then some teams are more pass first and have some real skilled guys at receiver. So he might just want more cover guy out there. He just balances between the two. But I feel like all of our guys that get in there in the slot and get that nickel can cover and can play the run really well. So can't wait to see how it goes.
Barrett Carter can be that bigger guy.
Yeah.
That you're talking about. What is unique about him?
I feel like Barrett can do a lot. I heard he played some safety in high school, but he's a bigger body, and I feel like I really like how Barrett moves around in space. But he's big. He played the run real good also, and he's learning how to cover more and more each day. Ongoing process, but he's real good.
And then the freshman corners, I've heard they were highly touted coming out of high school.
Yeah.
He's first on Toriana Pride. What are his strengths?
I feel like Tori just a dog, really. He got some real good footwork, fast guy, and just like me, he's not the tallest guy on the field ever, but he got a lot of heart, and he can go up against bigger receivers anytime that he has to. He got a real good frame for him to be able to do so, and he's competitive also, so I can see him out there balling anytime.
And Jaden Lucas.
Long guy, fast guy, can jump with anybody, can ball with anybody, and I like his motor too. He's real competitive, and he always wants to get better, like Jay Luke.
I don't know how often you've had a chance to go up against, the first team offense yet. I know you guys are scrimmaging tomorrow, but, what are you most excited about, seeing them in action, and who do you think is going to be the most difficult for, these cornerbacks to guard?
I really like our cornerback group over any receivers that we end up having to see, but our guys are really good, and I don't really see too much of a challenge with anyone, but it's a lot of competition on the field, and we know that their guys are going to always give us good smoke whenever it's time to, but it's not one specific guy that I see just having a crazy day on any of us. I can see all of us balling with anybody in the country.
And obviously, you know, the defense on this team seems to be a huge bright spot going into the season. You know, has there been this vibe at all that, like, maybe there's some pressure on the offense to step it up to that same level? Or, you know, what is that dynamic like?
I don't really see too much pressure. Our offense really knows what they got in that room, and our guys have been working a lot this summer, this winter, and we really know what we can bring out there, and we know what we got in the front offensive line, and we know what our quarterback can do, and we know what receivers we got in that room. So, and our running back room is crazy. So, like, we really got no doubt in them, and they never had any doubt in themselves. They just got to go out on the field, compete, and be who they are.
Yeah, and obviously, you know, DJ is a known quantity, but he's been putting in some work in the offseason. You know, what have you noticed is different about his game this year?
He lost about 20 pounds, and he's moving.
Cinco's not so big.
Yeah, he's something different now. Like, he can run around, he can do different things, and he's putting it there anywhere at any time. And DJ can probably do anything now. Like, he's a good player.
Defending the slot, I'm guessing you've gone up against Antonio Williams.
Yeah.
Has he gotten the best of you yet? Would you admit that?
I won't say that. But he's definitely great for a young player coming in. He's a great receiver at a young age, and I can see him in the next 3-4 years being a top guy in the country. He got a good motor to him also. He loves to compete, and he won't back down from anybody. But I like him at receiver. He can play the special teams too.
What makes him difficult to guard?
I don't know if it's one thing that I'll say makes him difficult, but he's real good at making people miss in open space, and guys better make sure to get hands on him before he gets loose.
Have you gone up against Jake Renningstool and saw it?
Yeah.
What, as a pass catcher, what are his strengths?
His size, definitely, and he knows how to use it. He boxes out smaller guys a lot, but if you don't know how to play with bigger people, he'll really take advantage of you. But Renningstool definitely has great routes for a tight end. Best routes I've seen for any tight end, really. He can move very good, and he loves to compete. He loves to block. He can do a lot.
Well, on that same note, we're talking about the slot. It seems like Cole Turner has taught everybody's out here. Coach Sweeney's going to talk to him about what do you kind of see him just going up against him?
He really got the same type of motor as Nolan. He won't back down from anybody. He loves competitive balls. He's going to try to go get it versus anybody. He's never going to just take a rep off based on who's up checking him. And Cole's definitely opened some eyes in fall camp.
Have you teased Nolan like Coach Sweeney has said Cole is faster than him?
Nah, not yet. Nolan's actually at Tampa Bay playing with my brother right now. They're both on the same team. And me and Cole are now locker mates. We in the lockers right beside each other. So that's a crazy coincidence to me. But I haven't talked to Nolan yet this offseason. I saw him when he came back, but hadn't seen Cole in competitive work yet when I saw Nolan. But next time I see him, I definitely will.
Obviously, Miles went down with the injury, but did you have a chance to get your eyes on him and work with him a little bit just before he injured his shoulder?
Oh, Miles Oliver?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Miles Oliver, I really like what he brings to the table. Very competitive kid. Also, he got some length to him, and I can really see him doing big things.
As an older guy who's kind of gone through their own injuries, do you have any kind of advice for him to kind of stay level-headed? I mean, it's definitely a lost season for him with his first getting injured in fall camp, but if you have any advice for him, so just going through injuries yourself?
My main advice is to buy in to the recovery process. Don't get discouraged based off how long it's taking, and you might get to feeling really good with the shoulders, and because the pain really goes away after the first 2-3 weeks. But just to stay focused with it, and even when you feel like that you might be cleared and you should be done, just make sure that you're still bought in, and every day you're in there trying to do rehab and just get stronger every day.
From Nate Wiggins this year, is he a bit different to you this year?
No, I don't feel like he's any different this year to me. I feel like Nate's always been a baller. I feel like now he's just in the playing field for him to be who he is, and he's always been that though. He's never, no change really.
Seems like he's buying in a little bit more and doing what it takes to be a key player on this team too.
I feel like he's always had a pretty good buy-in. I'm pretty close to Nate. We have lockers right beside each other, and we spend a lot of time together. But he always been a great football player. He can do a lot, fast, top speed, top tier speed out of this world. But I feel like he can run with any DB, or run with any receiver, and do a lot of things on the field. And he's definitely a good corner.
What's he like away from the field? What's he like?
He's just a great guy. He's definitely a nice guy. He cares about his teammates, cares about people outside of football a lot. He really a guy that'll give you his last. He never has been a guy that's been selfish in any ways, and he's always a guy that's trying to look out for his teammates.
How did you guys hit it off?
We in the same room. Both of us play corner, yeah. But yeah, we've grown really close in the past 2 years, and that's my dog. That's my dog.
Obviously, you kind of dealt with injuries the past season, and I guess somewhat through. You had to Greene on during the spring. How has kind of that just been from a mental standpoint, just kind of dealing with that? Because it seemed like last year you were kind of banged up a little bit.
Yeah, it's definitely been tough, but my faith in God has definitely pushed me and held me through all of this. I've had a really rough time with shoulders in the past 4 years, and being able to have to sit and watch a lot of practices and games last year and the whole spring just going by my face, just having to make sure I study and have a laser focus on what's going on every single day has just really been keeping me focused and determined on just coming back and being the best me I can.
You mentioned his shoulders. Do you have to kind of be careful with the way that you tackle in a sense with that? I know you don't want to have to think about that injury in the back of your mind, but do you have to change the way that you tackle, anything like that, any of the preparation?
I don't feel like it's too much of any change that I have to make in tackling. I really feel that it's just shoulder strength. Like recovering from shoulder surgery is a real thorough process that you can't just push aside when you feel good. It's a process that you have to day to day continue to just try to get your shoulders stronger and stronger and stronger. And now I feel like I'm at the point to where I've done so, and I'm still in there every day trying to get stronger. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank y'all.
What do you think the biggest improvement you're going to make from this season?
I feel like my biggest improvement, my shoulders. Just not being a guy that's having to come out because of injury now and having to take practices off and having to take reps off and games off because of shoulder injury, and just recovery from there. I've been fighting through those for the past 3-4 years, and I feel like that's definitely going to help me take my game to the next level for not having to hold back from a lot of things.
Where are you playing at the most so far now?
It's not really one spot that I'm playing more of, but I'm playing a good balance between nickel and corner.
What do you like playing more? What fits you?
I don't really see myself liking one more either. Like, we run a lot of man, and I love playing man coverage, but I'm really good at zone also. But I love man, and we do a lot of that in the slide. We do a lot of that in corner. So I feel like those are two spots that really just fit my skill set really well.
What do you think is the potential for this secondary? You have a lot of guys that are fighting for spots and versatile guys. What do you think you guys can play up to?
I feel like there's no really limit on where we can go with this secondary. I feel like from top to bottom, we have guys that can go out and compete with anybody and are really competitive and put the work in day to day also. I feel like one guy goes down, we have another guy that can step up, and it won't really be too much of a drop off at all. And everybody loves to go out and compete, and we got guys that put that work in this offseason, and I can't wait to see it.
And what has that competition been like, so far?
We've really just been pushing each other just to be the best you every single practice. And the way it goes is the way it goes, but we try to dominate each rep at each time and make sure that we don't take reps off, because we know there's somebody that can come behind us and do the same thing or even better. And we just try to push and go hard every day and just put our best foot forward and dominate every single rep.
Who are some young guys that are kind of standing out to you so far?
All of them. Yeah, I feel like all of the young guys that came in are really good and bring different things to the table, definitely. But it's not one guy that I feel really just breaks the moon. I feel like all of them really bring different things to the table, and they have really good skill sets as young athletes.
What are you seeing out of like Toriano and Jaden?
Toriano definitely is a real competitive guy. He's not the tallest guy on the field, just like me, so he brings a lot of heart to the table also. And he loves to compete, and he has really good footwork, and he's a faster corner too. I love what he brings to the table, and he's a dog too. He's a dog.
And
Jaden, he's a long corner, got some speed on him, he can jump out the roof, and he loves to compete also. I feel like both of them are two young guys, and Miles Oliver too. Can't forget about him. Like, all three of them are young guys that definitely got a lot of talent and bring a lot to the table. And I love to see them ball.